easier for speech. That's all it is. Okay. So scholars, you should see no one playing with their whiteboards or their materials. We're just putting them down calmly or setting them in our laps, just like Ashley, just like Elisa. So today I'm going to teach you a game called How Far from 100. It's a little bit like close to 100, but different. In this game, you're going to get a set of 4 cards. You're going to use those digit cards to make numbers that are close to 100. First, you'll make a 2-digit number, and then you'll make a 3-digit number. And once you have those 2 numbers, no way into your eyes are on me, you're going to find how far each of these numbers are from 100. So right now I'm going to have my part. Right now my partner is Carla. And Carla and I are going to work together. So Carla, you can go ahead and put your name and date. And I'll put my name and date on mine. Carla, Alicia, I didn't ask for numbers. Okay, so we're going to record everything we find on our recording sheet. I'm going to go first. Listen carefully because you're going to help me. I have pulled 4 cards already. My cards, write these numbers down. My cards are 1, 6, 2, and 7. Okay. 1, 6, 2, and 7. We're writing these down quietly. All right, scholars. So I'm just going to tell you right now that when you play How Far from 100, you're always going to have a digit card that is the number 1. And you're going to use that throughout the game because, Jeffrey, one of the numbers you're going to try to make is a 3-digit number that needs to be as close to 100 value as possible. So 6, 2, and 7, when I'm done using them, they're going to go away. But my 1 card is always going to be there. So my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose or find a 2-digit number that is close to 100 as possible. I'm going to look at my numbers. You can look at the numbers too. Look at the numbers that I have. And I want you to find a 2-digit number that is close to 100. Looking at the numbers I have. And write it down on your board. What's the 2-digit number that I have that is close to 100 as possible? Writing it down on your board. You're just finding a 2-digit number that is close to 100. So it can only be the numbers that I have given you. One number that is close to 100 as possible from the cards that I have. Markers are clicked. Silent hand. Who can tell me what's the two-digit number that is close to 100 as possible? Natalie? 76. Okay, yeah. And I also thought that 76 was as close to 100 as I could get. Natalie, how did you know, and scholars who put 76 can also answer, how did you know to put the 7 in the tens place? Because that's the biggest number that we have. Okay, and how did you know to put the 6 in the ones place? That's another bigger number. And those two numbers in their places are going to get as close to 100 as possible. Okay, so on my sheet, I wrote down 6, 2, and 7. Those are the numbers that are going to change when I deal out new cards. Where it says closest two-digit number, I'm going to write the number that you all helped me come up with, which was 76. So I'm going to write 76 in my closest two-digit number. Now, here's the tricky part. Listen carefully. On my sheet it says, how far from 100 is your two-digit number? So that means I need to find, just like we were doing yesterday with our riddles, 76 plus equals 100. I need to find that missing number. So what I want you to do is use jumps to find the missing number. Go on your board. Finding the missing number. 76 plus equals 100. Silently working to ourselves. Silently working to ourselves. Looking for a silent hand. Who can tell me what's my missing number? How far from 100 is 76? Kaylee? 24, right. So in my sheet where it says how far from 100, next to two-digit, I'm going to write 24. So scholars. So let me just clarify. Carla is writing down alongside with me. That's okay for now because it's helping her understand what she has to do. But when you're working with a buddy, you are only writing down your set of numbers. So it's okay for now. But just know that if your partner has the numbers, I'll wait till all eyes are here. Just know that if your partner has the numbers 627 and they find two-digit numbers 76 and 24, only your partner is writing that. So if you're the peanut butter and that's what you got, you're the only one writing. The jelly is just participating and helping their buddy out. Okay, so 24. Now I need to find a three-digit number that is closest to 100. Now if I remember, my numbers are 1, 6, 2, and 7. 1, 6, 2, and 7. And is my one-digit card going to change? No. One-digit card is not going to change. It's going to stay the same. Okay. Erase your equation. Don't erase the numbers. Erase the equation. Don't erase the numbers.
Numbers.
Erase the equation, don't erase the numbers.
What don't you have? These numbers?
Those numbers.
What?
1, 6, 2, 7 are the numbers you're not erasing from your board. Silent. Okay, so looking at my numbers. We can just write the numbers down. We don't need to make boxes for them. Okay. Looking at my numbers, and you are also looking at your board. What's a 3-digit number I can make that is close to 100? Work on your own on your board, and on your board you're writing that number down. So it needs to be a 3-digit number, which means it's going to start with 100.
127.
So I asked silently working by yourself, and that's a card change. Silently working by yourself, finding the number that's closest to 100. The squeaky noise with the marker needs to stop. Markers are clicked. Markers are clicked when we're ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a silent hand. You can tell me what number is closest to 100. What 3-digit number did you find? No way.
126.
How did you know? So I know that the ones card is not going to change. How did you know to put the 2 in the tens place?
So first if you added the 100